Alright guys, I'm going to try and talk you through a video lesson of Year Out. I don't know if you guys are going to be doing the intro that we normally do for this. If it is, I presume it's going to be the Apache intro rather than the one that's on the album. So I'm not going to talk you through the tabs for that because you can find them online, just Google it, they'll be all over the place. But how it works is we mimic a little bit of the Apache song, and then we kind of go into a jam, which you guys will sort out the length of, into the riff. So it kind of goes. And then once you've done that, then it just kind of goes into a bit of an improvised jam. Just sort of build it up or whatever. There behind you, they'll be doing the chords and that. The idea is you kind of want to build it so it finishes on that A note there on the 10th fret of the B, because that's where we do the main riff. So that riff goes. The timing of the riff is a little bit weird, and I can't remember exactly. You come in slightly off the beat, so it's like 1, 2, 3, like that to bring. So it's, and that's the 1, 1, 2, 3, like that. So that's on the 10th of the B. Let that ring out for a second, and then like that. So it's 10, 8. So the high E on the 8, back to 10 on the A. No, it's not. It's that's it. So let me start that again. So once you've done the 8, 10 on the high, 8 on the B, 9 on the G. Back to 8 there. 9, 9 on the D, 9 on the G, 7 on the D. And then again. And then I usually just go down to an open A, as that's when the rest of the band comes in, so it makes it big. And then what I do is I pick up my slide bar, whack it on my finger. For the intro, I'm just doing on the B string, sliding into the 5th fret, and then sliding up between 8 and 10, like that. Like that. So that's just what I do for the intro. And then once I've done that, coming into the verse, I've got this slide guitar part, and so it starts by on the G and B strings, I just catch them, slide into the 5th fret for the A minor shape, up to 9, like that, and then we go from sliding from the 3rd fret again, but this time just on the B, not the G, and then pick it again, and then going between 4 and 5 and 4 on the G, down to 2, and then we come up, and this is going to be on the G and the high E string up to 10, 12, and then we do an A again on the G and high E string. Up to the 9th. And then slide into that E on the 5th fret of the B, and then just pick it open like that. So that whole bit all together is. Like so. I would have got some backing music so that makes more sense, but that timing should be right. So something like on the A minor, if I can play an A minor here, to the E major. Fuck it. You get the idea. So if you just play it exactly like that. For the first chorus, I'll leave the slide bar on my finger because we're going to need it again for the second verse. So what I do is I just use my second and my first finger, palm mute it a bit, and we're just going to go. It's easy as that. So that's just 7, 5, 5, 5. So this is on the D and the G string. 7, 5, 5, 5, 10 and 10, 12 and 10. And then we go back into the verse. I do exactly the same thing with the slide bar, so all that. And this time when you get to the end of it and you're hitting the open E building into the next chorus, that's when I chuck my slide bar off because it's going to get in the way for the rest of it. Into the next chorus, this time you can play a few more notes because you ain't got the slide bar in the way, so you could fret the chord out a little bit more. So what I'm doing is just bringing in the B string there, whereas before we were just doing the D and the G. And that goes around, and then it goes into the breakdown, and this is based around just A minor, C major, E minor, A minor. So I'm doing an A minor shape there, imagine the bar chord there, but just the top 4 notes. I think the picking goes something like that. Up to a C major shape, like C major bar, but again just the top notes. Up to an E minor shape, and then an A minor shape, barred sort of shape from the 5th fret, but again I'm just using the top 4 strings. So. And then back. So that's once the drum's done its big fill. Whack on the distortion, go back into the intro riff. So I won't talk you through that because we've already talked about that, but you do that twice. And what we've been doing live there is, not on the recorded version, we'll do that twice and then go into the vocals will come in, and we've got another riff that I'll show you in a second. But we've actually been dragging that out and extending that, making that last longer. So once you've done the riff twice, rather than just playing it again if you are going to drag it out, just start building it up a bit from there. Just something like that, you know, not too complex, just working your way slowly up the scale, building the tension, and then when the vocals come back in, we've got this riff that we do twice, and it's just on the A, so the 10th fret of the B, and the high E on the 12th fret. That's it. So that little walk down is that's it. A, 10, 8, 9, 8. And then finish again with a 9 there. We do that twice, so all around goes. You do that twice, and then you just go back into that main riff twice, and then you finish there, and that is Year Out.